On this episode of Shogun Taco, we talk about Baton Rouge and all things local. We're talking about things locally grown and locally made. We will be enjoying tacos made by Chef Amy Torteridge from Government Taco, while enjoying the hospitality of the Baton Rouge headquarters.
Hi, I'm Amy Torteridge, Commander and Chef of Government Taco, and today is all about seasonal local cuisine. Today we have a beet tortilla with some black bean puree. We have this Iverstein pork belly that we basically rub down with a little bit of like chili powder and some local coffee. We also did a beautiful chimney of these Nordstrom flowers, these edible flowers that are nice bite to them, nice pepper bite. And we did that along with some pea tendrils for a nice variation. Finished it off with a little bit of smoked chicharron that we made meringue planks with, so you have a nice like smoky, porky goodness. And then just basically took those Nordstrom flowers for a little garnish at the end for a nice bite.
Jay, when we hear the word local, when people throw that word around, what does local mean to you and what you do for a living?
When we really talk about eating locally or doing business locally, a lot of times what we mean is do it with small businesses where you actually get to know the owner, not necessarily a large corporation, even if that corporation is based in Baton Rouge or wherever you might happen to be. But focus your energy on helping out small business owners or people that are entrepreneurs in that ecosystem and just trying to make something work.
In the beginning, when we wanted things as a consumer, it was all local. There was no Walmart, there was no national conglomerates. You know, if you wanted anything, it was all local. I kind of want to transition into the perspective of a local businesswoman, because you are a local businesswoman.
Yes.
Tell me a little bit about your experiences from the business standpoint of being a local business person in Baton Rouge. What's that like?
So I will agree with something that Jay said, that you have to put local into context. So when we think about the city of Baton Rouge and that we just experienced great flood in August, when I think about local, homeowners and businesses in the recovery process use local construction companies, use local vendors to get the work done. And that could mean that it's someone from Baton Rouge or that it's someone from New Orleans who you're using, as opposed to using those construction companies that decide to come like out of the woodworks from different states. So if I'm using a local construction company, then one, I'm supporting vendors who provide the materials. I'm also supporting the general contractor and their particular company. I'm supporting them and their employees who are already working there, and also individuals that they may have to hire in order to get the work done. Those are the people who are really invested in making sure that your community grows, and if you're investing in them, it just keeps repeating itself over and over again.
From the consumer perspective, going local is not always easy, is it?
From a consumer standpoint, I think it's hard. I think it's hard for people to put that in their heads and to kind of make themselves move from, like we were talking about earlier, local chicken from Tyson, or not that that's bad. I'll eat it too, but honestly, like, at the end of the day, we're putting money back into our own backyards. We're making the city better, bigger. We're making people that want to leave stay. We're making people that leave come back.
From the consumer standpoint, because I'm a consumer. I'm not I guess I am technically a local business person in the sense that I'm a lawyer, but I don't have a restaurant that's coming that's local. I don't have a local construction company. And I guess it's that tightrope of producing something by local people for the community that's as local as it can be while balancing costs. I know Government Taco is on the horizon. It's coming. It's coming like a hurricane.
Sure is.
So what have you guys been doing in terms of game planning to kind of do that balancing?
For Government Taco, we're gonna do our best to always have local farms on the menu. Now, I'm not gonna lie by any stretch of the imagination. We're gonna be very upfront and honest about everything we do. Not every protein on every signature taco is going to be as local as possible, because it's really hard to be able to afford that and offer customers tacos at $3.50 or $4 a piece. We'd be charging $7 a taco if we were using local grass-fed beef on every beef taco that we were gonna do. So we can't do that because the customer, there's gonna be a price threshold there. What we are gonna do is always have seasonal local tacos on the menu. We are going to get produce, especially from local farmers, as often as we can. We're going to work with as many local vendors as is economically possible. We're going to market those tacos as, $6 tacos because, you're getting what you pay for.
So it's fair to say that in today's world, local is not as simple as it may seem, and supporting local may be any number of things. That's about it for this episode of Shogun Taco. Again, my name is Franz Borkhardt. If you like what you saw here, like the video, follow us, follow Geaux Rouge, and we look forward to our next episode of Shogun Taco Project. Thank you to Baton Rouge and Government Taco. Cheers.
Cheers.